Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Alek. I worked as a financial analyst for the last 3 years in the e-commerce industry, and now I'm applying to US master's programs to move toward a career in investment banking. On this channel, I'll share my journey and advice on studying, career building, e-commerce specifically, and hopefully my experience in grad school and AB. Anyway, today's video is all about the GMAT Focus edition. I took it for the first time about 6 months ago while applying to UK schools and scored 675. Big jump. I boosted my score by roughly 100 points in a single month of prep, so I know what I'm gonna talk about here. Although I managed to get great offers from UK schools, I didn't manage to get the visa, so this tiny detail made me rethink my plans. And now my plan is to retake the GMAT, aiming for 705 plus for US programs, and I have 1 month of overall preparation time as previously. So I'm using the same strategy again, and I'm very excited to share it with you guys as I go through this journey myself. I will walk you through my strategy for preparing in a short time efficiently, so if you have to juggle your work, personal life and GMAT prep simultaneously, I hope these tips will help you to maximize your results. And let's start with time management here, because preparing for the GMAT in 1 month requires intense focus, especially if you have a full-time job. Aim for 4 to 6 hours of daily studying when adjusting your schedule. So, being honest with you guys, you just have to come up with some solution here. Consider taking a vacation, unpaid leave, or delegating work tasks where possible. In my case, I coordinated with my manager to shift daily tasks and close them at the end of each week, freeing up study time. Additionally, don't forget about your life, because balance is key. Try to incorporate gym, proper sleep, and breaks to maintain efficiency and avoid burnout. Though it's only a month, it still may feel like a marathon when you actually face it, but a structured approach and supportive lifestyle will keep you on track. Okay, let's quickly understand the exam format. I assume you're already familiar with it, so just quick recap and few points here. As you may know, we now have only 3 parts that affect your final score and nothing else. That is quant reasoning, verbal reasoning, and data insights. That's it. Verbal has less weight than it used to, and that is great news for non-native speakers. Because if you scored like 90th percentile in data plus quant and only median score in verbal, it still can get you 645 plus, which is equivalent to the classic 700. This scoring system gives you more flexibility to balance strengths and weaknesses, and I hope that relieves some stress. Anyway, the exam is actually challenging, but with the right plan, even limited time of preparation can deliver results. So my strategy here is simple but focused. Once you prepared your schedule for the forthcoming month, start with a diagnostic test to understand your current level and identify your weak points. Then build on them with targeted practice and key resources, and finally simulate test conditions to train yourself. So, going step by step, as a step number 1, go to the GMAT practice test on the official platform and stick to test conditions. That is, no food, translators, calculators, etc. It is in your own interest to get an honest assessment of your current level. Afterwards, analyze mistakes that you made, but do not overanalyze them though at this stage, because your goal is rather use them to set priorities for your preparation. Step number 2, prioritize your weak areas. And I highly suggest you to start with quant, then move to data insights, and finally the verbal section, spending most of your time exactly on verbal. At this point, I assume you're already good at math, otherwise why did you give yourself just a month of preparation? Anyway, in quant section, you'll have to learn some math vocabulary words such as fraction, reciprocal, integer, and so on, and then focus on some common weak topics such as overlapping sets, sequences, probability and stats, working rate problems, etc. Data insights is more about familiarity with tasks, of course, some quant concepts, and time management. Because most of the tasks are either typical or highly connected to quant, but the problem isn't managing the clock. Anyway, some of the key topics include simple and compound interest rates, ratios, probability and stats, again, of course, interpreting graphs and tables. So practice this to improve your efficiency and try to maintain good timing pace, especially when dealing with multi-source reasoning questions. Last but not least, verbal reasoning. Non-native speakers struggle the most here. This part consists of two question types, critical reasoning and reading comprehension, and for both, your logic and vocabulary are crucial. To master these problems, you'll have to learn some concepts, such as premises, assumptions, conclusions, and practice a lot. Frankly speaking, you'll get the maximum return on investment of your preparation time when dealing with CR. So I highly recommend to master these questions first and only then move to reading comprehension. So now let's equip you with some great resources for your preparation. So my top recommendations based on my own experience are Target Test Preparation course, Manhattan Prep books, and GMAT Club website. So starting with TTP course. In my opinion, this is the best, most efficient way to study data and quant sections of the exam. There, exam sections are divided into different topics with a ton of theory and practice materials of different difficulty levels, all in one place. So you don't need to waste your time on searching the internet for the theory and then for the practice questions specific for your topic. The only problem with this website is it is not free to use. But believe me guys, this is a wise investment in your future, and this website will definitely save you a lot of time, which is scarce for you right now. For the verbal section particularly, I found Manhattan Prep books the most effective option. You can buy them officially, or let's say you can use Google for this purpose, but this is up to you. Anyway, once you got them, again I recommend you to start with critical reasoning book and then move to reading comprehension. While reading, after finishing each chapter, head to GMAT Club's question directory to practice what you've just learned. This method ensures your theoretical knowledge is immediately applied to real questions, solidifying your understanding. Finally, GMAT Club is a great resource, especially for verbal preparation. Access this website by searching for GMAT Club directory. Then you can pick topic you're interested in and difficulty level. The advantage is the ton of questions that come primarily from official practice tests and community-driven explanations in the comments section of each of the questions. These insights often provide multiple approaches to solving the problem, making it easier to learn from your mistakes. GMAT Club also features a handy GMAT Focus score calculator that helps you to understand your current level based on your section performances. One critical tip for your preparation time. Don't try to rush hard difficulty level questions within 2-minute boundaries. This is like the worst mistake you can make during your preparation. Instead, try to go from easy to medium and only then, once you master, to hard level questions and without timer. This is the only way to master the GMAT. Step number 3. Once you've done all of that and have just few days left before the exam, it's time to simulate test conditions and take few practice tests. The goal here is not to learn anything new, it's rather to train, apply and learn knowledge to make sure you gain all the points you can on the actual exam. So go on MBA.com, buy a couple of tests, take them honestly like we discussed at the beginning, and practice time management. A little note about the bookmark feature here. It allows you to revisit the questions late in the exam, but don't rely on it too much, because remember, the exam is adaptive, so early mistakes impact the difficulty level and scoring of later questions, even if you get the problem correctly after reviewing. And that's it. Some of the things about preparation you should get by yourself. This is part of the game, but I hope the strategy I gave you will help to achieve a competitive score in a short time. So, thank you for watching. Let me know your questions or how your prep is going. I would love to help. If you found this interesting, join me on my journey to grad school and AB, and good luck with your prep, guys.